soul gifts and soul talents. Now, if you haven't heard of these before, in simple form, I believe that we all have our own unique gifts and talents, which obviously come from our soul, our being, our essence. We're all unique, we're all individual. We all have a different life purpose. So don't feel that just because, you're on a spiritual path or you're awakening spiritually or you're interested in your spirituality, whatever that means for you, because I know that's a really broad term. Again, don't want to define it for people, like whatever that means for you. So, or you're awakening, whatever that means for you. But we all have these gifts and talents. Now, they don't have to be spiritual, as some people may think it, gifts or talents, meaning it doesn't mean that you have to be doing energy healing work or psychic work or mediumship work or channeling work or working with spirit work just to be spiritual. No, we all have different gifts. Some of us will have be here, and our purpose will be to use those gifts and that connection to spirit, to work, to help others and to help humanity and to help the world we're in for the highest good. That will be some people's gift. But gifts come in all shapes and forms. Now, I'm going to get kind of deep with you guys. So literally down to whatever you're sat on now or stood on, someone would have made that and crafted that, whether it's the ground, the road, a chair, a sofa you're sat on, that's someone's gift to be able to have the skills to make that. It could be writing, I'm sure we've all read great books from time to time, and the author's words have touched us or had an effect on us or helped us in some way. So again, writing can be your gift. Singing, we've all listened to music. I'm sure we've all got our preferred types of music we like or artists we like. Again, you might listen to that music in your best moment or your worst moment you're going through. And again, the music has the potential and power to really uplift you. So again, that's someone's talent and gift coming through. Performing, we've all watched films or movies or performances, whether it be at a theatre or however in the cinemas. Performing, that's a gift. Cooking, we've all eaten out, had restaurants or ordered our favourite food. And again, that is someone's gift. And again, like we say, it's a gift to be able to be creative in that sense. But like with anything, someone could cook you the worst types of food that could be really bad for your health. Or they could cook you something amazing that's really beneficial for your health. Again, teaching. You could have a really good teacher, a really bad one. People that are here to help caring, even if it's just being a great mother or father. Someone that's here to help healing. Your gift doesn't have to, when we say this gift, I feel like when I've used that term before and said it, oh yeah, I'm working with my gifts. So people are like, what do you mean? What gifts? Like they literally, you can see they almost get intimidated or jealous. And it's like, hold on a minute. We all have them. And this is the point in my videos to remind you all that you all have your own unique soul talents and gifts to use and tap into. And used in the right way, we can help create a better world. And it's through the expression of your soul talents and believing that the beautiful world you long for is possible. And it's also part of your spiritual responsibility to create. And that comes into your consciousness and your spiritual maturity. And it's doing things that are for your highest good and the highest good of others. And not from an egotistical or always, some people, it's always this financial gain, egotistical, what can they get out of it? But sometimes it is about just sharing your light with the world, because the world needs it and we're here to create and help make a better world. So don't ever think that your ideas are childish or fantasy or just your imagination. Trust that when you do get these moments and dreams and visions that are being inspired to come through, that they are true spiritual visions that are being inspired to you by the universal heart that is there waiting for this divine world to be manifested. So really just trust and have faith in yourselves. And if you're struggling at all to find, you may be thinking, well, what is my gift? What is my talent? Look within or look for the cues. Like, what do people say you're good at? Or they give you praise on. Not that it has to come from others, but as an example, like I always used to get told, oh my gosh, yeah, I feel amazing around you. Or, oh my God, you've got healing hands. You know, if I ever did treatments for anyone or a massage, or even just they were like, oh, I've got a headache. You know, I'd rub their head and they'd be like, oh my God, the headache's gone. And it would be what I'm saying is little signs like that that make me realise, aha, when I look back, yes, I was always here helping to heal others as well. That's one of them. Okay. Well, they might say, like I said, oh my God, you make the best food. Wow, your food's incredible. Like, that's really your gift to be able to cook so well. And you just laugh it off and think, yeah, it's just cooking. But actually, that's like one of your gifts. So what I'm saying is never underestimate it. The same way, you know, if you're going out on a building site every day and you're building houses or you're fitting the electrics in the home, like that's your gift. It's your talent to be able to do that. You know, sometimes we have to look at things, they're not just a job we're doing, like there is a higher purpose behind that. And if we all had the same set of gifts, you know, like for instance, just because we're on our awakening or we're connecting with spirit, right? If we all just had gifts of doing that, the world, there wouldn't, you know, we need people to be able to have other gifts too. So just because you're awakening or on your spiritual journey does not mean that your gifts have to be spiritual gifts or that makes someone better or worse, because yeah, they might be really connected spiritually and connect with spirit and be really psychic and be able to do loads of healing, but then when it comes to it, like then they might be like, oh my gosh, like, oh, I can't fix this. They're not very good with the DIY, or do you know what I mean? Like they haven't really got the practical skills. Or so what I'm saying is we've all got our unique skill set, and no skill set is better or worse. Again, that I think that kind of becomes egotistical, because again, especially in this like community, or I don't know, a lot of this new age stuff, it's like, you know, thinking that they're then better than others just because they're aware of other things. And it's like remembering we all have our own unique purpose. And for many people, majority of society, when they've incarnated in this life, in this body that they're in this life they're living, it may not be to have any interest in anything deeper or to believe in like the sixth sense or spirit. That's fine. Like the unique beauty of it is we're all here to work on and do different things. And if we were all doing the same things, then, you know, like there wouldn't be much that kind of defies the point. Like the point is that we're all unique, we're all individual, and we all have our own purpose, and we can't ever force or push people into things just because we might know or believe that it's right for us or the way we see things through the world. But everyone will see it in their own way because we all have our own unique lens. So yeah, if you're struggling to find your talents, your gifts, or even your life purpose, I'd say like have some time and go within, because the answers are always within. You are your best guide at the end of the day and your best teacher. Sometimes we do have to work through some of those layers of energetic blocks, you know, caused through pain or traumas or emotional difficulties we might have been through in life, or our experiences, or even our upbringings. Sometimes we have to work through those, and that's, you know, through healing, which will look different for everybody. Again, I'm not here to tell you how to do that. It's just to guide you and give you a little bit of a prompt along your journey. I can obviously share how I've done things and got to know myself more, and that is, you know, through a lot of healing work, which I'll probably talk about in like other videos a bit more. And when I've written my book as well, like, you know, exciting times ahead. A lot will be explained in there because, you know, life isn't straightforward. Life's not easy for the most of us. It's challenging, it's difficult, and there's no guidebook. When we arrive, we're not given a guidebook of like how to navigate life. We're not taught a lot of the things we need to be taught. Often we have to learn from our own life experiences. That is how we master ourselves, by mastering sometimes these rapid experiences and challenges we have to go through in life. But it's always about having love and compassion for yourself. So if you're struggling, just take that time away from the busyness of the world, the influence of everyone else and everything else, and just have time to go within, focus on your breathing, spend more time alone. Sometimes for some people, actually spending a bit of time in solitude will really help them and, like, you know, guide them on their calling. I also found numerology really helpful as well. discovering like my purpose, because it's literally like quite to the point for each person, like their purposes. But again, we're all unique and individual. Some people might seek out like readings or guidance as well if they're struggling, which again can be good. But just remember, like, you have a lot of that answers within yourself. And sometimes I think people want, like, it's that thing, what do I call it, in society where everything is so fast, like, you know, this click, tap and switch or swipe of a button, and it's like, you know, you've got the answer these days. Like, people just literally go on Google and Google everything for their answers, and it's like, you know, maybe just stop that logical brain so much. I don't even know if it is the logical brain or that side of it that's just instant gratification and demand. And sometimes it's like, you know, maybe it's going to be a bit of a slow process to get to know myself. You know, maybe this is an inward process. Maybe this is an intimate process between myself and the divine or God or the universe, however you want to describe that, and really getting to know you. And then it will come to you naturally what your gifts and your talents are, and never diminish them, because it might be the thing you're doing, or you're doing the most, and you're not connecting the two. You know, like, just like I say, you might be going out to work every day and you might not be connecting that maybe what you're doing is actually part of your gift, or that's your talent. But then it's using that in a way where we can help create a better world, no matter what you're doing for work, you know, whether it's just a customer service role, greeting people every day, or maybe just, you know, giving them that smile or acknowledgement might be enough to lift someone's day, and that puts a positive step out into the world. You know, maybe you're in a healthcare setting and you're nursing people every day, and that compassion and love you give to your patients is actually your talent and your gift, and you're helping, again, their time through one of their greatest difficulties. You're helping them. So no matter how big or small, remember, each gift and talent is unique and perfect as it is. No one is better or worse than others. We're all here for our purpose and our journey. And without all these different gifts and talents, you know, we wouldn't have the diversity and the brilliance in the beauty in everything that we have. So, you know, just love and appreciate your gifts for what they are. We all have our unique set. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this has kind of been insightful and helpful to you all. And if you really would love to share, you know, maybe what some of your gifts or talents are, or, you know, maybe if you're someone that's been through a lot and now you're realizing what yours are or how you're using them, I'd love to hear, because everyone's is so different. And it, like I say, they don't just have to be working with spirit or doing spiritual things. You know, your gifts come in all shapes, forms and sizes. Thank you for listening. Thank you for liking, commenting and subscribing. I appreciate you all.